Do be careful with that. It's sharp.
Combat evolved.
Hey everybody, how's it going? So this is going to be another map guide for Halo Infinite, and this time we are focusing on the map Recharge. So this is, I think at first glance, sort of a confusing map in my opinion. You can very easily get lost, at least I did the first couple times I played this, but once you get familiar with it, I think it becomes much more easy to navigate. And it's actually a pretty fun map to play. There's a lot of verticality to it and lots of like platforms and ledges and levels to it. So it can make things certainly messy if you don't know where you're going or where you're at. So I think I'm going to sort of change up a little bit in this video. So my first map guide, which was for Streets, was really primarily focused on just sort of the layout of the map and where all the weapon spawns are. For this one, I'm going to try and add a little bit more to it. So we will initially, at the start, sort of do just sort of the standard walkthrough of the map and call out all of the weapon spawns and the equipment spawns and things like that. However, after that, I think I'll try to get into some additional sort of tidbits where there's some like cool jump call outs and places where you can flank. And then also, particularly in this map, there's some good use of equipment where you can utilize that to sort of get around the map quickly. And again, opportunities to sort of flank enemies and whatnot. So yeah, like I said, we'll start out with a walkthrough of the map. Again, I sort of like to do that from the perspective of spawn points. So we'll do that and then just sort of do a circle of the map and then go from there. So hope you enjoy. Here we go. Okay, so starting off, we are currently in one of the beginning spawn areas for this map, and it is in a room called Elevator. So you can see that we're sort of on this elevator contraption here. And that sort of leads me into one of my first callouts. So I wish I would have realized this when I made my Streets map guide, but the game actually does give you sort of area callouts for parts of the map. So if you look at my radar at the bottom left of the screen, you can see that there's a little label there that says Elevator. So that will update depending at where you are in the map, so that now it's updated to Whirlpool Dam. So I'm going to be kind of using that as my guide for what to call particular areas of the map. I think that'll help quite a bit in talking about different aspects and different locations. So anyways, currently we're in Elevator. And another thing about this map, I'm going to be sort of talking about it in the context of 3 different levels. So we are sort of on the main floor here. Again, if we go back up here, this is sort of this top floor area, and there's other parts of the map that are going to be at this level as well. And then if we sort of look into the middle of the map, there's stairs down into sort of a pit, and that's going to be the bottom floor. So I'm going to sort of be talking about this in sections of like top floor, main floor, and then bottom floor. So currently we're in Elevator, main floor, and if we jump out immediately, we see that we get a plasma grenade spawn here, so we can pick those up. And then out into this walkway is sort of our first weapon spawn. So now we're on the storage walkway. This is a disruptor. I've seen a mangler spawn here as well. So we can pick that up right at the spawn, beginning of the spawn. If we go and run forward into Whirlpool Dam, there's another weapon spawn here. There's a sentinel beam. Again, I've also seen a needler spawn here from time to time. So those are 2 immediate weapon spawns. If we go up to the top floor of Elevator, we can go through here, and there is a 3rd weapon spawn, which is the commando. I believe the BR can also spawn here. This is going to sort of be interchangeable. There's another sort of opposite walkway with a door overlooking the main floor. There's going to be another weapon spawn there. That's probably a BR when we get over there. But we have this weapon here. So top floor, going back through this walkway into Elevator, we can drop down to where we spawned. And then if we continue walking forward through Whirlpool Dam and go into Orange Pipes, you can see there's a 4th weapon spawn that we can pick up. So this is the Mangler. I've also seen the Plasma Pistol spawn here. And then right above that, if we go up these stairs, there are frag grenades. So if you're in elevator, you've got a couple different immediate decisions to make on where you want to go. You can obviously pick up these plasma grenades, which is probably a good idea if you can get to them first. You can grab this disruptor or the Mangler, or you can also jump up here, go through this walkway in overhang. This is called overhang, and then go into control room, top floor, and get the commando or maybe the BR. All right, so now we're back in the elevator spawn, and I'm gonna sort of do a circle from going from, I guess that'd be clockwise. So I'm gonna do a circle around the map clockwise, and then I think we'll then after that make our way into the middle of the map. So if we continue through the storage walkway on the main floor and continue into what is called Hydro, you see that we have another plasma grenade spawn. So the biggest call out for this room is this is where either the sword or the hammer is going to spawn. So you've got a couple of different options here. So we're going down to the bottom floor of Hydro. You can just like run through and beeline straight for it and try and run for it and grab it if you want to get it. If you want to be a little cooler than that, you can if you have the plasma grenade. So this won't work with the frag grenade, but you can throw a plasma grenade down there and it will jump up and you can grab it, which is pretty cool if you can pull that off. So it's kind of inconsistent. You can't have complete control of where it's going to go, but generally speaking, if you see these two signs here, if you sort of put your mouse, or I guess your controller, where your cursor, like right sort of a little below the middle and throw, that's going to be about a perfect location. Again, you can't control 100% of where it's going to go. Sometimes it's going to go like over here, or sometimes it's going to go up high and you have to jump up and grab it. But again, as sort of a general guide, put your mouse like right here, just find the middle of these two signs, go down a little bit, and then throw a plasma grenade, and it should be close enough where you can sort of jump and grab it. So that's a quick way to get either the sword or the hammer. Okay, so continuing through Hydro on the main floor, this will lead us into what is another beginning spawn location. So this is called Long Hall. And if you look to the left, there's actually a pretty cool view of the sort of the dam waterfall here. But anyways, this is called Long Hall. And again, this is going to be another beginning spawn area on the opposite side of elevator. Immediately from here, if you go straight ahead, there's sort of this, if you can get up there, little ledge area where you can get frag grenades. Not a super important area, but there's frag grenades there, just FYI. And then right here is a plasma pistol. I've also seen a disruptor here. I'm not sure if another variation is going to be there as well, but I know I've seen plasma pistol and disruptor there. And then if we continue into, this is sort of the main room called batteries on the main floor. So we have a couple options. We can go top floor up here, and that'll lead you there. Or you can take stairs up to the top floor as well. So this little overhang, which we jumped up just a little bit ago, was right here. So they both sort of lead to the same spot, just a different way to get there. So here's the stairs down, and that will lead to this. So it's a battle rifle. Like we said, over here is where that commando was, and this will be an overlook of the sort of the middle of the map, main floor. And then if you keep going, continue our circle here, this is the Orange Pipes room where we looked at the beginning of the video, where the Mangler was and the frag grenades were. So that's sort of a quick lap around. We're going to go into more details of the other aspects, but if you sort of get this sort of outer circle down, it sort of helps you familiarize yourself with where you're at. So we went through Hydro, we're going through Long Hall now. Jump up, and we'll go, this is called Attic. Go into here, that's where we just got our battle rifle. We had the stairs down, and now we're back into Orange Pipes. Got the frag grenades, the mangler, and now we're heading back into Whirlpool Dam, back into Elevator.
Gravity hammer available.
Starting again from Elevator, we'll sort of make our way into the middle of the map and start covering some of those areas. So if we go straight ahead from Elevator, again, that leads us into Whirlpool Dam. We have Orange Pipes over there. And now we are basically smack dab in the middle of the map. They call this batteries. You can see there's the platforms that we have here. And sort of, I guess, just to sort of get your bearings. So that leads into Elevator, where we just came from. That also leads into Elevator, where we came from. This is where the Commando or BR weapon spawn is, on the opposite side of that wall. If we go into there, that sort of blue room is Hydro, where the gravity hammer was. That also leads into Hydro. That will lead into Long Hall, where that waterfall is, on the outside of the window. So we're in Long Hall. Again, those stairs leading up, and then that's where the BR/Commando weapon spawn is, on the other side of that wall. This will lead into Orange Pipes over there. And I think that's about it. So one call out about coming out here is it can be super dangerous, because as you can sort of tell, we just went through, there are a lot of different places where people can shoot at you from, particularly up high. So there's people up here that are camping that can shoot down at you, up here that they can shoot down, up there that they can shoot down. So there's a lot of different sort of windows and nooks and crannies that you really have to be sort of aware of when you're out here. So try not to sort of go gung-ho out into the middle of the map. Usually not the best idea. You can sort of use these for cover if you need to, though. So these do move up and down throughout the match. So you can see that these two are down now. These two are up. So that'll sort of change throughout the match. One thing to call out about that is if this one is down, you're not going to be able to make this jump. Oh, actually you can. Okay, never mind. It's hard. You just have to, I guess you can make it. But you have to, again, it's not going to be sort of a guaranteed thing. So typically, just to be safe, I'll take that one and jump across if I need to. Which leads us into our first weapon call out, I guess, of this area. So over here is a Hydra spawn. I've also seen the Ravager spawn here, and I think the shock rifle will maybe spawn here as well. But that weapon is up there. We haven't mentioned any of the equipment yet, so we can talk about that. Up here on this ledge is the grapple shot, so we can grab that up here. And I think that's really all of the call outs for sort of the main floor of batteries, or the middle of the map. We do have this bridge that'll sort of lead you into Hydro, where the gravity hammer is. So there's that bridge there. But other than that, that's really all of sort of the weapon callouts and the equipment. So we've got the weapon spawn there and the equipment spawn there. So if we drop down to the bottom floor, which is called Pit, that's where the overshield is going to spawn. The camo can also appear here as well. And then if we continue forward, we have our last equipment spawn, which is going to be the repulsor. So we can grab that too. So this is blue pipes, which will lead into Hydro, and that'll lead into the gravity hammer / sword spawn. So that's really the entire map. We can do another quick run through here real quick. So again, I guess we'll sort of start in Pit. So we have the overshield spawn here. This stairway leads into Elevator. And I guess we'll just sort of, we went clockwise the first time, so I guess we'll go counterclockwise. So we're running through Elevator and then into Whirlpool Dam. That leads into Orange Pipes. We got the weapon spawn, grenade spawns there. This jump here will lead you into that Hydra spawn. Up the stairs here, that leads into the Commando BR spawn. Again, we have the overlook here. We can either go down the stairs into batteries, or we can take this walkway, That will lead into long hall where the waterfall is. Drop down. Weapon spawn here. Again, this will lead into the middle of the map. We can jump up here if we need to get some more frag grenades. Again, that sort of overlooks. There's blue pipes down there where the repulsor is. There's hydro. Continuing around into hydro. We got plasma grenades there. We go down here. Again, gravity hammer. That's where that repulsor equipment spawn was. Come back up and continue forward. So this is going to lead us into the opposite side where you have the commando BR spawn compared to over there. This will lead into elevator, and we are back where we started. And we can drop down and go back to the middle and drop down into pit. All right, so that's basically a rundown walkthrough of the map. Talked about the weapon spawns and things like that. I think now I'll sort of go into some additional callouts on like some jumps that you can do and utilizing the equipment to sort of get around the map better. So again, with this map, because there are so many different like levels and ledges and platforms and whatnot, there's a lot of opportunity to flank enemies and sort of move around the map in a couple different ways. There's lots of like, jumping on boxes and then jumping up onto a ledge. So you can see when you're down here in pit, there are a couple opportunities to get back up. So there's a box here that you can jump up, box there that you can jump up. So right here, see this ledge here, you can make that jump as well. If you sort of take these stairs and do one of these, that will get you up as well. Continuing with sort of this area, another platform to utilize that I like a lot is sort of this box of containers, whatever you want to call that. That'll allow you to jump from there to there. That'll help you cross the map quite a bit quicker. If you want to go the other way, obviously, utilizing that jump will help you get across the map from long haul over to the sort of elevator area. Another jump that is really useful is going into hydro. So you can sort of take the ramp up and then if you want to jump the ledge here. However, a good flanking opportunity is to take this box here and then quickly jump up there. And if there's enemies like over here, you can do a good flank with that. Another jump you can do is coming out of hydro. So there's the main walkway here. However, you can sort of get a height advantage up on this platform here if you want to do that. So you can get up into this area. That'll help you either be on the same level as somebody. So rather than trying to come down here and shoot at them from up there, you can sort of get on the same level as them. Or you can sort of, again, take the height advantage and shoot down at somebody from here. Coming out of hydro, you can make this jump as well. So if you want to sort of take a shortcut there rather than going into the walkway through platform into long haul, you can sort of skip that by making that jump. From batteries, even if this is down, you are still able to make this jump as well. So I know this jump's a little harder as we sort of saw. I'm still not even entirely sure how to do that consistently. But this jump is quite a bit easier and more, you can repeat that quite a bit more consistently. Another good spot from the elevator, so this is Whirlpool Ledge, I guess they call it, is you can actually jump onto this thing up here, which is sort of a good opportunity to sort of look down and take people by surprise. You got a nice vantage point if somebody is going to be coming from this area, so you can make that jump as well. All right, and saving the best for last, maybe, is sort of this trick jump that you can do here. I don't know if it's a trick jump, but it's sort of hidden, where you can actually grab onto this ledge here and then jump from here to there. It's kind of tricky to do. You kind of want to come at it from the corner here. So that'll grab up, and then if you notice this thing, you're gonna hit your head on it. So it takes a little bit of practice, but you have to sort of jump around it. And again, it takes a little bit of practice because if you jump, you're gonna hit your head on that thing. So it is possible. Maybe if you want to work on that, log into a custom lobby and get that down. But basically, yeah, you want to jump here on the corner, and then let's see, it's not 100% guaranteed every time, but it is a sort of a sneaky way to get up into that doorway there. So that was some of the jump callouts that you can do on this map. Now we're going to focus more on sort of the same idea, but using equipment to get around parts of the map as well. So because this map is so vertical with so many different levels and platforms, as we sort of talked about, you can actually use the repulsor in a really effective way to get around quickly. So all of these, there's a lot of these ledges that are just like a little too high to make a jump on. So that's where the repulsor comes into play. So you can do sort of the trick where you do a power jump by looking down at the ground. So if you use the repulsor, it allows you to get around aspects of the map really quick. So again, we could go up, we could do 2 of them and get from the pit to up here pretty quickly. Another one that we can do is we can sort of bypass this trick jump that we looked at and use the repulsor to get up into this window. So that's another good use with the repulsor. Moving into long haul, we can use it for this jump here. So rather than using the boxes, we can just sort of bypass that to quickly get up here. And also there's this jump here. So if you wanted to quickly get this jump too. So I don't know if that's a comprehensive list, but just keep in mind that you can use the repulsor pretty effectively to get into all of these different levels of the map. All right, and then finally the grapple shot, which spawns right here. So I don't have a whole lot of specific callouts for using this on this map. However, there were 2 things that I wanted to mention about it. The first being that you can use it to quickly grab the energy sword or the hammer, whichever one is spawned from up here. So it will reach from up there. I think that was actually in like one of the first trailers that they made for this game. But that is a good use of it. You can grab it from up here really quickly if you have the grapple shot and it has spawned. And then also there's another spot that I like in particular for using the grapple shot, which is up here. And if you are in this room, you can sort of quickly get to the other side of the map by going to the opposite doorway up here. And that'll sort of sling you in to the other side. So that can be really good for quickly like flanking an enemy or a team getting behind them. You can also sort of do the reverse of that and quickly get to the other side of the map as well. Okay, so that is a rundown of Recharge. I think I got pretty much everything covered that I wanted to. I think we hit all of the weapon spawns and equipment spawns and whatnot. So if I missed anything or you have other tips, please let me know in the comments. That would be awesome. Thanks for watching. There's my gun. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and catch you next time. Bye.